All right, guys, here we are. We've made it. All right. It has been a long road, okay? And a lot of you guys have put in a lot of really hard work. And I want to tell you before I get started with this video that it is genuinely appreciated by me. I know that this has been a hard time for a lot of you guys. And I've done surprisingly well with it as well. But the reason that I've been able to do as well as I have is because I've had so many amazing students that have reached out to me that have been there in those weekly meetings, and I just want you guys to know that I greatly appreciate this. All right, guys, so this is what you guys need to know to get ready for this week's AP test, okay? So we're going to go over a few things just to keep in mind as we go. First off, you've got this, okay, guys? You have already done the work, so just chill, okay? It's like, I'm going to use multiple analogies here. Okay, it's like in sports, okay, this is what we call like a taper. For my wrestling team, like the week before the state meet, I don't start teaching new moves, okay? For runners or swimmers, you guys start to back down how hard you're running or swimming those week before those big competitions so you can do as well as you can. And that's the same thing here, all right? All the work that you are going to get in, you have put in already. All right, so it's already there. It's already been done. All right, so at this point, all we're doing is just sharpening a few things. Okay, for my drama kids, you're not gonna rehash a set the week of tech week. All right, everything's pretty much set. It's cemented. You are as good as you are going to be right now. So however good that is, let's roll with it. Okay, here's what you can do. Okay, so first thing that you guys can do is don't cram. Okay, don't cram. Review. All right, you don't need to know these like crazy specific things about American history. Instead, especially since we're doing a DBQ, you should know these broad themes, okay? And these are these broad themes that we have been working on since we've been home from the corona outbreak, and even before that, okay? We've been looking at this big pictures ideas, all right? You guys know that Friday you're not going to go in there and get a multiple choice question asking about the Antiquities Act of 1909. It's not going to happen, all right? You will not get that test question. You might be asked to talk about the preservationist movement in the beginning of the 20th century, perhaps, and knowing the Antiquities Act of 1909 would be helpful in that. But if you don't know it, it's not going to hurt your DBQ. Instead, you're going to talk about the stuff that you do know. You're going to talk about Teddy Roosevelt. You're going to talk about the creation of the Department of the Interior. You're going to talk about putting a lot of those public lands into public parks at the end of Roosevelt's term. Okay, so you're going to take the information that you do have and you're going to apply that to whatever essay you get. All right, but you don't have to worry about the little nitty gritty details. Instead, we're going to be reviewing all the time periods, looking at the big picture. This is huge, guys, and I should have used normalize, air quotes, okay, because I know that your schedules aren't normal. I understand that. I get it, okay, guys? But this is what we need to be doing this week, okay? You need to be going to bed at the same time each day. You need to be trying to get up roughly at the same time that you're going to get up Friday. You need to be eating a good, healthy diet at roughly the same time that you're going to be doing it Friday, okay? If you've been going to bed at midnight and getting up at noon this entire corona break, and all of a sudden you decide that Thursday night you're going to go to bed at 8 and you're going to get up at 6, it ain't going to fly. However, if you've been getting up, let's say you've been getting up at 2 in the afternoon, that's not going to work. We're taking the test at 2. Maybe tomorrow, you get up a half hour earlier. And then maybe on Tuesday, you get up a half hour earlier. And Wednesday, you get up a half hour earlier. You can get up at 12 o'clock on Friday. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just like getting up at 7 a.m. for a 9 a.m. test. Okay? But whatever you're doing you should be doing it consistently this entire week. Eating, sleeping, drinking water, all those things should be normalized for this week. Check your tech. This is huge, guys. I have sent out that demo in the Google Classroom. If you need me to send it to you again, you need to run this demo before Friday. Okay? On Wednesday, you should be getting your test ticket, and that'll have your individualized 8-digit number. So you should be able to go on there. You can practice uploading documents. You can practice taking pictures of your thing and uploading those pictures because that's what you're going to need to do. So please, please, please make sure that you do that before this week is over, okay? That is absolutely necessary that you're checking with that demo, okay? And that if you don't get that entrance ticket by Wednesday, that you should be able to check that. Also, I think I have this. communicate with your families. All right, and this is something that we've talked about. You should, especially if you have younger brothers or sisters, if you have multiple people in the house, please talk to them. All right, they know that you've been working hard on this. Okay, and tell them that you need a 45-minute time span. Heck, let's just say an hour. You need an hour on Friday from 2 until 3 where you can have a quiet space that you can work to be successful on this test. All right, now that might mean, especially since we need a strong Wi-Fi connection or a strong internet connection. I know a lot of your guys' parents are working from home, but maybe, just maybe ask that if they could avoid scheduling meetings between 2 and 3 on Friday. I think that that's a reasonable request, and that you're making it far enough in advance. It should be reasonable. Younger brothers and sisters, duct tape them to the wall. Bribe them. I don't care. But if they disturb you, let them know that they will have the full wrath of Mr. Lloyd when they get to high school, okay? I will never let them live it down. That is a promise. That is a promise. All right, Maddie Miller, I'm talking to you. All right, just kidding, but not really. All right, prepare your test day materials. You guys should get your space established for where you're going to take the test. It should be preferably in a room where you can close the door, you can get pets out of there. You should have a pad of paper next to you, a pencil, a writing utensil. All your notes should be nice and organized in a place where you can easily access them. If you need me to print off notes, remember, at this point, no one's contacted me, but you need to let me know by tomorrow, and I will be happy to do that and deliver those to your house, okay? But really, we shouldn't be messing with notes too much because we only have 45 minutes to take this test. But prepare your area. Know what you're going to be looking at on the day of the test. Meet with me. I know things and some stuff. Okay. All right. So this is really important, guys. I have set this up in the Google Classroom. I need to see every single one of you guys opted to take this test. Nobody opted out. Nobody asked for their money back. Okay. So you guys are all taking it Friday. So I think it is reasonable for me to ask that you meet with me for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. This meeting might just be, okay, are you ready? Do you have your test map? Do you have your tech ready? Are you normalizing your schedule? If you have specific questions about skills like thesis writing or contextualization, that would be the time to ask. If you want to go over specific pieces of writing, have me explain them more, I'd be happy to do that. But if you signed up for this test, which all of you did, I need to physically talk to you this week. Okay? All right? I'm good at this. I try really hard. So please, please, please talk to me. All right. That's about all I have, guys. All right? Well, you guys are ready. I really need you guys to know that. All right? That you are ready to take this test. Or at least you are as ready as you are going to be to take this test. You will not get any more ready than you are today on this day. All that we're doing is we're just reconfirming the things that we already know. Okay? So, relax. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of jokes. What's green, leafy, and sings the blues? Elvis Parsley. Did you hear about the cat that swallowed a ball of yarn? A few months later, she gave birth to a litter of mittens. Why don't they allow elephants on the beach? Because their trunks keep falling down. Last one. What does the Little Mermaid wear? An algae bra. Oh, those are great, guys. All right. Classic Mr. Lloyd. All right. Finally, guys, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is no matter what, on Saturday, May 16th, the sun will come up. All right? Period. Okay, so I know that some of you guys are stressed, and that's good. Anxiety and stress can be a good thing. It is your body preparing you to do a difficult task. Okay? When we were on the plains of the Sahara and a lion was right around the corner, we would get understandably stressed. Our heart rate would increase, trying to get more blood to our brain and to our muscles. Our breathing rate would increase to try to get more oxygen into our muscles and our brain. Our pupils will dilate to take in more light, to see more things. Okay? That's good. It's good to be nervous. It's good to be stressed because it's something that's going to prepare you to do something difficult. But this isn't life or death. No one's going to die Saturday, or at least you're not going to die from the APUS history test. And if you're going to die from something else, then you don't have to worry about the APUS history test. So just chill. All right? Relax. It's going to be fine. And I'm going to be here with you every step of the way, guys. All right. I like you guys all quite a bit, and I can't wait to see you guys in like an hour. Bye.